Hey, how's it going, chemistry parents? My name is Mr. Boonstra. I sent a little video out on Friday. Hopefully you saw that. A little fairly brief. This one will be a little bit longer, but you can watch it at your leisure. As I mentioned in Friday's video, I coach JV soccer and boys soccer, and we have a game tonight in Buffalo, and I won't be back until probably right around the conclusion of open house. So anyways, you get to watch this at your leisure and at any time of the day. Anyways, I wanted to just share a little bit about what I would want to know about if my son was in my class, especially in this environment with hybrid with a couple kids in class, and literally on some days it's a couple kids. I had 3 kids Wednesday and Thursday last week in my class, and then the rest of them, like 25 of them, something like that, at home. Just the way the numbers broke down. But anyways, what do they do? How do they, what is their how do they access stuff? And just in case you want to peek in or help, or you're curious or whatnot. So what I'm going to do today, just for our time, is I'm going to just share my screen with you, which I do a lot during the day, course of the class. Here's just my course teaching schedule. I have physics first and second hour right next door. There's a doorway that was between the 2 classrooms, so it's pretty convenient for me. Right down underneath that box is a link that they click onto, and they can watch the class that day. It's a Zoom meeting. So they do that, and then as you see here, there's a folder for every day, and then like we're in the middle of chapter 2, so rather than embed this in one of the folders where they might have a hard time remembering where it was, I usually pull that out and put that in there. But it's basically just a worksheet packet that they work through, and the notes kind of follow along with and whatnot. So yeah, there's a folder for every day. Monday, September 14th, last Monday, basically, they had a test or quiz, and that's what that icon looks like. At the beginning of each day is a link to a outline for the day. So let me just go to, I'll just go to, I don't know, pick Thursday. There will be Thursday, September 7th, a little outline. And they're basically in each of these blocks is this, like for today, this is what we're going to do, these 5 bulleted items. And then each bulleted item has its own little block. So chemistry question, or sometimes quiz of the day, that's right here. What questions do you have? So a little bit of review. So we have that. We have some practice on naming different formulas, ionic compounds, etc. And then it's linked to the even questions in your chapter 2 packet. Then we have another little category where we're combining both ionic compounds and covalent compounds and whatnot. There's a little quiz for them to take. And then at the very bottom, it always lists what their homework is for that night. They're going to finish page 4, and then for some extra practice, there's a bunch of little quiz references, online quizzes that are not scored, but just for them to assess themselves. And yep, I got it. Ooh, I really don't understand that. Maybe I should ask a question regarding that. So that was our day for, was it last Thursday? Let me try to find maybe a little more traditional day for you, just to take a peek. Because sometimes there's usually a video at the end of each day or in class. You may be familiar with the term a flipped classroom, where they get a lot of the content by way of video. They can do that at home. They can do it, here. And it seemed to fit this model of a hybrid teaching model, where the in-class time, the synchronous time, is for the teacher to assist and help and ask questions. And the students then take the asynchronous time, where we don't have to be together, to watch the video on the next day's notes and things like that. So here's a little video on covalent bonds and writing formulas for covalent molecules. There's a little video link here. They click on that, they take notes on it, and then they like tonight, this night, they're just to finish page 5. of their evens in their packet. So they already know that it's it's a Google assignment, so it's they do it on a Google sheet, and then it automatically goes to my drive. So it's going fairly well. It is, I'll admit, it's fairly, I use the word clunky. Trying to navigate between switching this camera to my web camera to asking questions to the computer when I have kids in front of me. It's really tempting. Like, I have 3 students in front of me, like I said, Wednesday and Thursday, and 25 or 26 students at home. And so the tendency is to focus to the computer, but yet I got live human bodies, right here in front of me. So I try to give them my eye attention, but it's really awkward. Just being honest, it's kind of awkward. We're trying to make the best of it. Thank you for your patience. If you have any questions about how does it work, and how do they, if they're not doing that well, how do they get help and things like that, I'm available before school. I can do a Zoom call for people that are at home. I'm available 4th hour. That's my open hour. And I'm also available after school. A little bit limited for the next couple weeks while the soccer season is still on for 2 more weeks. But after that, it opens up quite a bit for after school, whether it be a Zoom call or whether a person's in the building and they can stop in or whatever. So there's retesting. We're just working through the retesting right now for the last test that we took last Monday. So they've had a week now to look at their test and to study up on taking a retest. So we'll be doing that this week. And so anyways, if you have any questions specific to your son or daughter, please don't hesitate to email me. It's just dboonstra and then at everyone else, edenpr.org. So D, my first initial, Boonstra, and then at edenpr.org. So that should about do it. So thanks for listening in, and again, don't hesitate to reach out.